Hi everybody, welcome back. It's Alison from Soullight.a and today I'm just going to have a little catch up with you really. Just buzz through a couple of things that I've made since we last chatted on Friday. I did just want to say thank you so much for all the love for the jumpsuit, the rectangle top, you loved them, and lots of lovely kind comments about my hair. I've kind of grown into it a bit and swept it over, and yeah, zero regrets. So for those of you who were also commenting saying I'm thinking about doing it, do it. I've got no regrets at all. So I've been quite chilled really. It's only been a couple of days since I recorded. It's Friday. And I didn't feel like there was any pressure on me to kind of get any particular makes out, so I was able to go into my little pick and mix of pre-cuts that are in the other room, and also to come in here and have some fabric just talk to me. Does you guys do that? And you think, oh yeah, I wasn't thinking about you, but now I am. So I've got 3 new makes to share. One is a new pattern and the other 2 are patterns that I've recently made. So let's get into it. I mentioned recently that I joined Closet Core Crew, and the current pattern, which will go on sale I think on the 1st of the month to everybody in general, is the Adriana set. I know some of you said it gives you pyjama vibes. It's a Co-ord set. I didn't have a feeling like I needed to rush straight into the shirt part of it. I have got that pattern printed, but I have been looking for a shorts pattern that would work for me. So I did fairly recently make the Pattern Emporium getaway shorts. I love Pattern Emporium, as you know. However, for me, those shorts were a little bit straight-legged. They were a little bit like the Coco pants. So I could have probably done something with the vacation vibes. But when I saw this pattern, I thought, I wonder if that would work. Also, I've got one of my shirred waistcoats on today, the brown one with the brown linen top. I really fancied the idea of making some shirred waist trousers or shorts. I have got a pair of ready-to-wear shorts that have got a shirred waist. So I thought that's a good measuring gauge for what width works for me. So I kind of have been trying different shorts patterns out and laying them on top of them. So basically the Adriana shorts have worked really well. I'm so pleased with them. So I did venture off the pattern, as you would expect. I made them in, I was falling between the large and the extra line. I'm not familiar with Closet Core patterns. I've not made very much from them, so obviously I need to find out which size range I fit into. So I cut the extra large out, but then I have run some bits in, which I'll tell you about in a second. They do have front pockets. I've completely missed them out because I knew that I was probably going to have to run up the side seams. I also didn't know what adjustments I was going to need to make to the front and back rise to fit with my rise measurements. So it's very easy for me to do that. I've got those measurements noted. They're in my notes on my phone and a notebook in here. And I just lie the tape measure on its side and follow the curve of the pattern round, and I can see. With these shorts, I'll put a picture in so you can see them. There isn't a waistband that you add. So the pattern piece, where did I put it? So I just grabbed the front leg pattern. So the pattern piece includes more height, so you can fold it over for the waistband. So the pocket is in 2 pieces. There's the pocket bag, and then the just says bottom pockets like the back piece. You might be able to see this. So I've taped it together. So the pocket bag is here, and you've got another piece that's this shape, but then you've got this bit on which goes up into the waistband, so when you fold that over it will be included. I have made another pair. I'll show you those next week because I'm making something that matches out of the same fabric. I will for this as well. So all I did was I just taped that on as it would fall on the pattern. So here's your bit that you would cut out for your pattern, so you can see how the pattern would look if you made it with the pockets in. And I just cut that line straight up there, as I say, in the extra large. But what I did do, after I'd made them, I overlocked them, then stitched them together, and I thought I need to take some width out of this. I just left the rise the same, but I came up here by about 1 centimetre at the bottom and then graded it in towards the top. It was from here that I needed to take some volume out. I'm really pleased with the fit of them. I might not try these on. I might show you them in a little while when I do make the top that's going to go with it, which will be more of a top that I would wear to the beach rather than the little shirt, which I do think gives me pyjama vibes. Hope that makes sense. I think if I'm doing a shirt cord, I want it with longer trousers. That's just a personal thing for me. So for the rise, how many inches is that? Sorry. It's all on the pattern, but inside leg I think is 13 centimetres. But obviously you could make this longer or shorter if you wanted to. It's a really nice length on me. And is there anything else to tell you about it? It's pretty straightforward, to be fair. So I did it as per the extra large height. I thought just make it as it is. There seems to be enough rise. When it came to folding it down, I tried it on, and where it was folded at the front was actually fine. If anything, I folded it down slightly more, and at the back I raised it up slightly. So it means the bit that's turned down is actually smaller at the back than the front. But it doesn't matter. You're meant to create an elastic channel and put elastic through, but I wanted to try the shirring. So I did exactly the same with it as I've done with these skirts. I folded it over and created a channel at the top. So this is a seersucker that I got from Neil's recently. It's not in stock anymore, I don't think. So I just created the channel, and I have gone over that, and then I just did the circles of the cover stitch shirring around it. So these are my shorts. I've got a front and a back. That's the back. So you can see my back rise sticks up quite a bit more than my front rise. That accommodates my shape. I think I've got the stripes kind of coordinated quite nicely on the front and the back as well. I was kind of trying to aim for that. I just used the grain line on the pattern to line up with one of the lines. This has got a nice, I don't know how well it'll show up, but it's got a white and green like embroidered stitch through it as well. It was quite flat, the fabric, and then when I pre-washed it, it came up as that crinkly seersucker, and I love that feel. These are perfect for holidays because there's no ironing, you can just wash and go. So yeah, I'm really happy with those. And if you did have the pockets, obviously there'd just be a little side seam one. Just need to cut that thread off there. So that was yesterday. I made a couple of pairs of shorts, just had a chilled morning really. I was at Sawtoon on Wednesday afternoon for 3-hour session, that one, and I took this fabric that you can see here. So I'll take that down. I've made a trousers and a top. Probably will wear it matching, but I could wear either cream or royal blue with it. So this is a linen that I got at Abakhan at Liverpool, I think, when we were there a few months ago. It's really nice. This was one of the fabrics that you wear, and I think it was £22. It's a really nice quality linen, not as thin as some of the other ones that I've had. It's got a nice bit of weight to it, and I've made my favourite vacation vibes in this. I've done them without the pockets because I didn't want to faff on with any pattern matching with this. It's quite a big print, as you can see, and it wasn't really in my plans to do these before my holidays in September, but I just looked at it and I thought I don't really want that to sit in my stash till next year. So that's what I mean about it talking to me. I just thought, let's get it cut out. So I cut the trousers out first, and I think there was 2.6 meters of it all together. So I thought if I don't do pockets, it definitely leaves me more. So just straightforward. I have started leaving the length a little bit longer. I mentioned that I think the other day. I've not lengthened the pattern, it's just I'm putting a shorter hem in, and yeah, very nice fit. So quite straightforward. I will put these on and get some pictures to show you. And then to go with that, I couldn't get the, what's this? The Helen's Closet Ashton out of it because I couldn't get the front and back both in one piece or even halved. Didn't want to mess around with that too much, but by playing around with pattern placement, I did manage to get the matchy split Peplum top, which I've made quite a few of, but I did do some alterations to this one for the fit. So this is I think this is still a 14 in the Ashton. It's a little bit loose, but it just fits me well because there's a dart in it, and I use the D cup, so the Ashton has a B and a D. The matchy one doesn't have any darts, so there's no accommodation for different cuff sizes. Now, people will probably be shouting at the screen, you need to do a full bust adjustment. Alison, can't be bothered. I just want it to fit and go. So the ones that I've done in linen that have a little bit more give, I feel were okay. The one that I did in the 3D cotton flowers has got some of the muslin gauze underneath it, and I didn't pre-wash that. I did pre-wash some earlier pieces, but that piece I didn't pre-wash, and I think that's shrank. So when I wear it, I feel like it's not mega tight across here. I just don't feel like it sits properly. If I'm going somewhere and I'm putting a crossbody bag on, I don't worry about it because that kind of distorts that line anyway. But when I've recorded with it on, I absolutely love it. But when I've recorded with it on, I don't feel like it's right. I've thought about different options, like going inside to the line and cutting up the seam and put some panels in there. But actually, when I went back to it, I think it's across here that it's not sitting as I would want it to. So bearing that in mind, when I made this one, I've cut it in the same size. I overlocked it completely on the flat, and then I sort of basted the shoulders and side seams together before I did any of the bias binding around the neck and the arms. So what did I do that's changed it? So this is it here. So it's quite plain on the front. It's very similar to this. It swings out maybe a little bit more, and then at the back you've got your split peplum. So this piece is gathered, and then you've got your yoke here. Now I've got some more coming up that I'll talk through different ways that I'm doing it to line it and stuff in a few weeks time, but at the moment this is just as it comes on the pattern. So I felt when I basted it and did it as per the seam allowance, etc., that it wasn't that it felt tight, but I'd had this on and I didn't feel like it fit the same. So rather than the seam allowance straight across, I've brought it in just slightly at the shoulder here. So because I felt that this wasn't sitting flat enough to me in the middle, so I brought that in a little bit. Then down this side seam, I've done it narrow from under the arms. So I'd overlocked it, which would give me 0.6 millimeters. I've literally just gone down the edge of the overlocking and brought that out to the normal seam allowance at the hips, which feels right. And when I put it on, I did that obviously on both sides. I felt like it fits better. So you'll see that on the pictures, and yeah, and if it doesn't, then I'll work out, do I just need to go up a size in it to get the fit right? Hopefully not, because I've got 3 cut out, so might have jumped in a bit with that. But I love this pattern. I love the detail at the back, and I love the fact that you can get more out of it. I've just dropped something on the floor. Kick that out of the way so I don't stand on it. So together, these will make a really nice outfit. I had royal blue lane pants last year, but I haven't got royal blue this year, so I probably would predominantly wear these together. This isn't a white, it's a cream background. Probably looks quite white on it, but I just think they'll be fab together. And yeah, let's enjoy the nice temperatures that we've got. So I'll pop outside and get some pictures taken of those, and I'll show you the shorts. Maybe like many of us, I don't really love my legs, but when I get a top to go with it and it looks a bit more of an outfit, I'll show you those. But I just wanted to chat through what I've done with those, because I'm super happy with that. And I think if you've got one shorts pattern that you've nailed, then you're fine just to rattle off a few pairs, aren't you, and happy days. So they could be either, I could use that for sleepwear, that pattern, or for beach garden type of shorts. So yeah, that's my mix. Still got a few things cut out. I don't think I've cut anything else out except these and these. But lots of creative juices going on, lots of thinking about things, and of course we're heading off on Wednesday to Birmingham. Really looking forward to that. I think we're going to try and go to Barry's on the Wednesday, Quilt Festival Thursday, Rag Market probably back to Barry's on the Friday. I think that's the plan. So if you're heading for Birmingham on Thursday, drop me a message on Instagram. If you are there and you see me, please come over and say hello. I love to kind of say hello to people. Don't think you're disturbing me if I'm chatting to somebody. It's fine. Just come over and say hello. It's always really nice to see what you're getting and buying. And I'm determined this year, you remember I got ill last year, to stay well and see the quilts. So I want to make sure I spend some time doing that. So really looking forward to it, and I will catch up with you. So there will be a vlog next Friday, some new makes, and then the Sunday will be the quilt festival. And I will catch up with you then. Have some lovely sewing, everybody, and I'll see you soon.